What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
How is your guys' back end feeling right now? Because the markets are turning red. When I left work, everything was pretty even for the day. As soon as I got here, Todd's like, man, not looking too good. Obviously, I didn't update it in the car ride over. Now everything is double digits red. Obviously, I did, if you follow me on Twitter, I have a couple orders out there for EOS and for Tron and a couple others with the Satoshi value, so hopefully some of those are getting filled right now. But other than that, I mean, we're just going to go on with some of the news stories. Also, we're going to do a quick overview of Pundi X and Babb, thanks to Chris K9 for your super chat donation to the channel.
And we're going to go over the chart of WTF.
WTF, it is being sold on Coinbase right now. How you guys doing today? Hopefully you guys know the drill. We've been in this bear cycle for a while now. Hopefully nobody's getting too emotional.
It's a weak hands drill. That's what.
If you guys believe in the space, this is going to go higher. If you don't believe in the space, maybe your emotions are getting high. You know, we'll see what happens. We're probably just going to run the intro. We're going to get right into this. Try to have some fun in here. Cheer you guys up. Also, I did say if the Cleveland Cavaliers won the game last night, I would be giving something away personally. And then I realized today is Bitcoin Pizza Day. So the giveaway will be a Papa John's e-gift card. If you're not already entered, go to the live video from last night. Put a comment in the comment section below with your Twitter handle. And we would choose the winner live tonight. And all I need you to do is DM me on Twitter. Give me your name and email address. And apparently that's all I need to send you an e-gift card. And you'll be enjoying some pizza on Bitcoin Pizza Day while you watch Bitcoin continue to go down. We're going to run this intro and we'll be right back.
Come on. With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
All right, let's hop right into this. Let me get the chat box working on this screen as well. Here we go. So, well, it wasn't looking too bad until right before we went live, obviously. We are currently sitting at $359 billion market cap. Bitcoin trying to hold above the 8,000 mark at $8,053, down 4.27%. Ethereum couldn't hold the 700. Now it looks like it's not going to hold the 650, down 7% for the day. Ripple still in that same trading range to 64 cents. And we can see everything is looking pretty red. Hopefully my EOS call that I put over on Twitter, hopefully that fills for you guys with this down market. Cardano, this is one that I would be looking to maybe buy the dip here, guys. Are there any winners for today? Man, Neo is down below 60 bucks again. I don't like to see that, but at least you guys are making some gas. Let's see what we got here. So in the top 100, we have Made Safe Coin up 7.5%, Knowles up 1.5%, and number 3 big winner Stratus up 0.35%.
Woohoo.
Congratulations if you're holding some green coins. Let's take a look at the next 100. My Bit Token, never heard of it. Up 53%. That thing just got pumped up. If you guys are holding that, maybe time to take profits. That looks like a pump and dump group to me. EDU Care and Bitcore both up about 5-6%. And then we do see our friend here, Zen Cash, up 1.1% at 32.81. And you know, it is up probably about 3% in Satoshi value, which is probably what you have to trade for it. So that one's trying to hang in there. It was looking good until the Bitcoin went ahead and pulled down the market. Like we said before, I guess everybody is spending their cryptos today on those pizzas and the pizza parties. If you guys have some kind of article, FUD article, whatever, to kind of explain or why you think maybe some people are selling at double-digit losses right now, go ahead and put that in the comment section. That's about all we got on the coin market cap. No good fundamental information with everything going on. We'll pass it over to the charts for Todd. Good luck with this one today, Todd. And then we'll go over an overview on Babb and Pundi X for Chris Canine. And then we got a couple exciting articles. You know, these articles came out today and yesterday, and yet it's not really helping out the market. View on Babb and Pundi X for Chris Canine. And then we got a couple exciting articles. You know, these articles came out today and yesterday.
I got too much going on in my head's watching too many things. So now you know why we got thinning gray hair. Because days like this or hours like this does that. So Bitcoin 80-10. Corrections can take numerous paths, so I guess I still think we're in some type of correction here. I think it probably says that we can still get the rally at above 9,000, but that might be followed by another sell-off. So I don't think I'd sell into this weakness. I think that got a little brisk there on the downside, so I would think that was probably some type of B-wave low or something. But I think it probably stalls a big upside gain. We might have to stay here sideways for a little bit longer to finish out this triangle, which means maybe a rally back to that 9,000, 9,100, and then a sell-off back to that 7,500 or so that I mentioned before to complete a big sideways triangle. So that's what I'm thinking right now. I mean, we've got everything really down 7 to 8%, basically. So a lot of these coins are taking out the uptrend lines that I've had here. So and I haven't really made many changes. I kind of was watching this as we went live. So Dash and Ethereum is much weaker than I would expected. I thought those were going to be the strong ones. They're coming in now with a little bit of pressure, obviously. So both down 7.5%. So again, I think we're probably still making a short-term low after this, but it probably delays a bigger gain. Classic 1642, same type of thing. Maybe spring in these lows. Ethereum 644. We've had previous support down here at this 645 level, so again, I don't know. I'm gonna need some time tonight to think about some of these coins. 128.78 Litecoin, a new low for the short-term move. And some of these are going to look a little bit possibly like this, which could give us a quick rally off the lows. That's more probably what I'm looking at. Neo 5710. Another minor new low here would give us the same pattern there. So XRP 64 cents. Trying to hold in. OMG breaking down again.
That one's kind of surprising to me as well.
Yeah, that one's surprising. ADA 9.76% down. That one's surprising after showing some strength here. So I think we got a little bit of selling, short-term selling climax, hopefully right in through here. So Decred 109, that one $8 off the high basically. Holding in unbelievably well. That one, I don't know where the strength on that one's coming from, but that thing is staying in. 1221 EOS, back to the 12 low. I would think value there still. Stratus basically unchanged. Was looking pretty well earlier. Got up to like 620 or so, I think it was. 623. That one I think is impressive here. XLM USD down 6%. XVG USD down to 47 cents.
That one was an interesting story. So Verge Currency, their actual main Twitter, tweeted out last night that some of the mining pools are getting DDoSed, and I went ahead and retweeted that. I didn't even add anything to it, really. Instantly lost like 20 followers. I guess they were all part of the Verge community. I'm not really sure. And now Verge still hasn't sent an update on what is going on, and it has been about 20 hours. Now I'm not going to get all into the details of it. If you want some more information, you can go ahead and look at what Verge did release and what some of these developers over on Twitter are saying about it. But right now, it's not looking too good for Verge.
There's Zencash, touched almost 36, back to 32.82. So that one, I mean, that chart's impressive. That one looks like still a good coin to have. ZRX did that 150 and then right down to a 115. So the weakness there surprises me a little bit as well, but just really back to 50% retracements levels. So I still like ZRX. I still like Zen. Tron, let's bring that one up. That chart looked really, really good. It's down 8.8%, but still a good-looking chart. So I think some of the coins are showing they're still got some good strength in them. But obviously, Bitcoin, 8,010.
What's up, Bill? What's up, Just Dave? And what is up, Patrick? Bard is over here saying, Todd, what does it say about the strength of a coin when all the coins are pulling back and Skycoin is steady moving towards its January all-time high in Bitcoin value? Well, that one is showing some strength lately. The past few days, it has been in the top gainers. I think they have a lot of things on the horizon. Now, that one is almost like Decred here, where they're just standing strong and everybody is trying to accumulate them, also with Zen as well. We'll see if it can maintain that strength, and maybe Todd can go ahead and look at that chart here in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll bring that up here in a minute. And WTC as well. Let me write a few down. You can do a little bit of news if we got some China FUD or...
First thing I want to talk about is this tweet I sent out. A lot of people seem to like it. So in these times of sideways movement, and I guess now down movement, there are plenty of ways to make crypto and fiat in this ecosystem. You just got to go out and you got to put the work in. So obviously you can trade and hodl some of these coins. But here's kind of what I'm doing. Number one, I'm holding Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, as well as some others. Pretty much I was trying to sum up by saying I'm hodling large cap coins because I believe when institutional money comes in here, they're going to flow into those large caps first, pushing those valuations much higher. Number two, I do some at-home mining. Currently, I am mining Zen because you guys know I am working towards getting a super node on their network July 1st, I believe. Also, I am mining Zcash. Zcash is one of the most profitable coins for me to mine with my NVIDIA GPU miners. I then use that every week or 2 weeks or so. I send that to an exchange and I sell that to some of the other coins and some of the other bags that I am more favorable on. Number four, I am accumulating Dragon whenever it is below $1. It's been below $1 here for a while. That does not mean every single dollar I have is going straight to Dragon. But every once in a while, when I'm over on KuCoin or wherever, I will pick up a little bit of Dragon because I do like that protocol project. Number five, I am staking. You can make some residual income off staking some of these coins. Currently, I'm staking ECA, TZC, RDD, and Linda. These are all long-term. They would be a flyer, obviously. They're a high risk, a high reward, but they do have some pretty good staking rewards. And the TZC, I was able to mine a pretty good bag by just simply using a video game computer. Number six, passive rewards I'm getting from Neo, where you generate the gas. BNB, where you get the trade fee reduction, as well as random airdrops for being a BNB holder. And KCS. Obviously, this has gone down a lot since the volume on KuCoin just isn't quite there. But I think they're going to respond to the BNB increasing their rewards for referrals, and hopefully we'll get some more volume going. The way that works is when you hold KCS, you actually get a percentage of all the fees on the network based on how many KCS you hold, so you get like a daily dividend for being a holder. And then number seven, I said I am buying some DGB with the spare change. Now that is a little bit of a joke because DGB is 3 or 4 cents, so literally you can put $1 in the exchange and buy a few of them. But I think it's a solid project that if I have any extra BTC, I go ahead and add a few to the bag. And then lastly is what you guys see on Twitter, and I think how you're going to make markets and make money in the sideways and downward market is where you're really just swing trading and selling pumps when they happen. If it's an artificial pump for a reason that you're reading the article or you heard about a pump group or whatever, take some profits off the top, guys. Look to add to those positions when it does fall back down into your trading range. That's about all. I think this is more relevant than ever, especially with the market going down again, is, your bags are going to lose value, but if you're in some of these staking coins, some of these passive reward coins, at least you are accumulating some coins along the way. So when cryptocurrencies, not if, but when cryptocurrencies do go ahead and hit another bull cycle, you have more coins in those bags and are taking advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Cool. Well, thanks to Chris K9 for giving us some super chats. He wanted me to take a quick look at Pundi X and Babb. And now these coins are pretty small cap, but they're not really traded on any exchanges I am a part of. So I do not own any and currently do not have any outlet to purchase any, even if I do really like it. So what is Pundi X? Pundi X is a new decentralized platform that hopes to simplify cryptocurrency for users and make it much easier for them to make purchases. Interesting. Now, I'll tell you what, here in the United States, they can't even get the card chip readers working, but, this thing does look nice. So they plan on distributing hundreds of their point-of-sale smart devices to retailers so that they can accept payment with their new token. This will lead to lower transaction fees for the retailer. They state in their white paper that they are aiming to be the Walmart of blockchains by allowing users to easily sell their cryptocurrency on the new network. They hope to be the biggest decentralized offline cryptocurrency sales network. That's pretty high ambitions, but I don't really know what competition they have currently. The team behind the project looks strong, with them already having a lot of experience in the same field. Their goal is very large, and if achieved, should certainly see an increase in the token price. The token can also be used as gas to make transactions and to pay for ads in the new ecosystem. People who want to use this system that they're trying to put into place need to buy the token. Also, the other value proposition for this token is there are monthly unlocks, is what they call them, or airdrops to all token holders. These are going to occur once per month until January of 2021. So we were just talking about some passive income. This one's going to give you passive income every single month all the way till January of 2021. Now, I really wasn't able to find out how much exactly that is going to be, but that'll be interesting to look a little bit deeper when I get a chance. Overall, I think it is a great project idea, but I really have no idea how many shops will actually implement this proposed plan. However, they are trying to help grow the crypto community because this system here they're putting into place, they want these to be on every counter. They do have a credit card as well. It's not just accepting Pundi X. They also said they accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, Quantum, and NEM, I believe, as well. So they are really trying to help the whole ecosystem here. It's still one that I have a bunch of question marks on because, like I said, how does it benefit the store? I know they're saying lower transaction fees, but right now they have credit card machines already in there, and I think they're only paying a few % for those transactions. We'll see if this can get some more headlines, but right now I think you're seeing the run up in the price because they are doing this. Pundi X is doing a 1 to 1,000 token swap. So originally it was PXS token, and now it is NPXXXS. So for every one PXS you had originally, you now have 1,000 tokens. So a lot of people are buying into that, hoping, it's unit bias in the ecosystem. I don't know. Right now it's interesting, but it doesn't really excite me. In the exchanges it's on, I don't have access to it. We'll see if they can expand further globally, but I think they might be locked into a couple of their countries here. They said they're starting in Japan, I believe, but they're hoping to establish partnerships in North America. The reason I think some of these roadmap goals are a little far-fetched is right here. It says to establish bank and governmental partnerships. That one's going to be tough. We'll see what happens. It is a great idea, but I can't guarantee that it is going to be utilized. What's going on in the chat box over here?
I got a couple charts I can throw up, and you can take a look at the chat box. Here is Ethereum BTC. So I show what looks like support here. We're coming back to a previous triangle. So Ethereum a little weaker today, but that chart still looks good. And then somebody mentioned Sky. There's Sky BTC, talking about rallying back to previous highs in January. That coin looks really, really well. That is Copia, and I think that's the only exchange that it's on. So that would be all the volume. Not any big volume moves down here to look at. So I don't have much to say on that one. I mean, definitely a coin that can rally in this environment's obviously got some strong buying behind it. So, and then WTC, BTC. And thought I had a better chart than that, because that's got some major aggressive selling coming in.
Whoa.
Thought we had a better chart than that one, so I guess that's it. Should have had something. Yeah, that's a lot of selling coming in. I don't have many comment on that one. I don't own any WTC, so no thoughts there. And that is all I've seen. Wax. We can look at Wax real quick. WAX. Wax BTC. That one not doing well either. Yeah, that one's coming under major pressure again. That's almost a 50% sell-off coming into this low, so I can't get a good enough chart on that one either. Yeah, there's something better over here on Coinigy. Wax BTC. Yeah, not much else there either. Lower highs, lower lows, so and not enough action for me, so no thoughts there.
Well, let's get to a little good news, I guess.
Waxing the monkey.
Let me get some good news.
79.80 Bitcoin.
In here.
Right on the lows.
So Circle adds buy the market feature to its crypto investment app. Payment startup Circle has launched the full version of its crypto investment app. After a soft launch back in March 2018, the company is making the app with its full suite of services available as of Tuesday, that is today. Circle first announced its investor-focused app back in November and later released it to 46 U.S. states as part of an early access availability phase. One of the features going live on Tuesday is the Buy the Market tool, which is geared towards new users. Circle Senior Product Manager Rachel said, "The focus is the market. Circle Invest will mark assets up by 1% when users buy or sell a particular cryptocurrency, but will not charge any fixed fees on top of that. This differs from existing trading platforms, which she said charge both a markup and trading fees. In recent weeks, Circle has added support for cryptocurrencies such as Monero and Zcash." So what is it? They don't really go on to explain too much what this is here, or not well enough. I'm going to sum it up for you. So essentially what they are doing is they're almost making it so any user, somebody brand new to cryptos or somebody coming from traditional finance, you can set up your own index. So like we've talked about in the past, where Coinbase is setting up an index and they are generating the weightings for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin. For this, you can choose which of these 7 coins that they offer. Let me zoom this in so you can see the 7 coins that they currently have on their platform. You can choose which of these 7 you want to buy the market and create your index. You can also then set up the weighting on each one. And with the click of the button, you then are invested in that suite or that grouping of coins. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty cool too. And I think this might be a very powerful tool to be used for beginners, people who are familiar with traditional investments, and even myself. I think it's pretty sweet. I know, we're more advanced, so we can go to all these other exchanges and put things together, but this might be like, if you're in traditional markets and you buy a lot of stocks, but you also have some mutual funds or bonds on the side, this might be your less risky approach, where you create an index of these 7 coins that you like, weight them, you can always change the weighting, and you kind of just buy it, set it, and forget about it, and let it do its thing. I think it's pretty interesting. We'll see what happens when it does go live. I am going to check it out. It's supposed to go live today. I haven't had a chance to try to download it and utilize it for you guys. I like to try to demonstrate that. I'll throw a couple $100 on there, play around with it, and see what I come up with. We already talked about it being Bitcoin Pizza Day. For those of you who are brand new to Bitcoin, if you don't know, this day,
8 years ago.
8 years ago, somebody worked out a deal to buy 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoin. Now, obviously, nobody knew. It was worth $25 at the time. Nobody knew it was going to blow up as big as it did. This guy was a pretty good sport about it, too, because actually when Lightning Network went live, he went ahead on the same day and bought pizza using the Lightning Network to kind of have it as, I think he called it the Lightning Network Pizza Party or something like that. Lightning Pizza Day. The same guy. How cool is that? But really what this did for the ecosystem is it showed that Bitcoin could be used as a peer-to-peer transactional method and actually have some form of value. Now, this is a running joke. CoinDesk themselves, if you are interested, they actually even have an add-on or a plugin that you can do for Google Chrome where they created this app here if you want to add it to a website, and it will tell you how much in today's price did that pizza cost. And I guess it's constantly updating, so that's pretty funny.
Dang.
Well, I guess it's time. You know, everybody's sad. Markets are down. So let's go ahead and do this giveaway.
I hope I win. I'm hungry.
I know. I'm pretty hungry. We should have pizza here. Let me get to this video. Shout out to the 141 people watching right now.
That's like more people we've had.
That's impressive with the markets down. We're going to take a look at some more charts then. I guess I need to wake up a little bit.
Right.
Let's see. Let's go ahead and go to this video. We'll grab this URL.
I guess Gallagher's probably not in here, but he'll probably listen when he gets up, because the time we mailed out his acrylic coin, it was $14 shipping to Australia.
The things we do for you.
Dang.
And also
a free giveaway.
Niagara Tony, if you're in here, yours was supposed to be like $10, but they gave it to us for like $5 or something. Right. All right, here we go. Who is going to be able to eat their sorrows away tonight and get some Papa John's on the Learn Crypto, the Todd Father, and the Hitman?
I need to comment. Hold on.
All right, here we go. Vapid Abyss. Hey.
Whoa.
Long-time supporter. Thanks for always supporting. He said many thanks. I know this might be the first time you've won. Vapid, DM me on Twitter now with your email address and your name. I will send you that Papa John's gift card immediately. That way, tonight, by the time this show is over, you can go ahead and watch the Houston Rockets game munching on a Papa John's pizza. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Vapid. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
You got a couple charts you want to look at over there, Todd? Or are we just going to see what's going on in the chat box?
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
what was it? BTS. Somebody mentioned that one still looks good. That one had a big run on. You can see the big green spikes coming down on low volume and holding up well today. So that's another one of those good coins, I'd say.
I see a lot of people over here saying, "Hey, you know, the market's down, time to buy." Now I know we don't have a ton of news to talk about. Todd's not too excited to look at the charts. We're not being emotional, and what I'm going to say is, it might not be a bad time to nibble, guys. Nobody knows how low it can really go, but if you're looking at the prices of these things just compared to December, the projection based on the products they are starting to create, I think there's a lot of bullish news coming out. They're actually utilizing the blockchain in everyday use cases. I'm still super bullish on cryptos, and if you have fiat, it might not be a bad time to start deploying some. I always preach dollar cost average if you're not sure. Put a certain amount in every single week or every single day. That way you're working your way into some of these projects you really like. And also, you know, if something is getting hammered right now that you really like, the Satoshi value, so if you want to trade some Bitcoin for that as well, is probably sitting at a pretty good range. I know you guys follow Todd's charts all the time, so you kind of know his perspective on what he's thinking as far as what may or may not be a good price for some of these projects.
And then Chris, Sun Scorpio, brings up another bad subject. I am arguing right now with bar charts. It's been a nightmare since Friday. So I'm actually looking into other APIs. I've got Vladimir had one with 90 exchanges, and he's waiting on an okay for me because bar chart would just not. They got Friday, Saturday, Sunday data lumped together called Friday, so they've kind of used like their stock form for cryptos, which is not making my OP Force and Tech exactly how I want. So we're trying to figure that out. So I even hate to say that, but that's what's going on. And I think it'll end up being better because if I can go from the exchanges, the bar chart was watching into 90 exchanges. It's a crazy number of, it's every coin, etc. So, that's working on that behind the scenes, but what a nightmare.
Somebody just sent me a message over on Twitter. I don't know if they want their name mentioned, so I'm not going to say it. Made Safe said in last week's network dev update, which I guess they did over on YouTube, not many watchers on those videos, we promised a big announcement en route this week. Keep your eyes open to find out what's coming. Now, if you guys remember, Made Safe is one of the biggest gainers for today. This could be a common example of buy the rumor, sell the news. So I don't know if I'd be FOMOing at this price. If you think this announcement may be pretty big, there is going to be a large announcement coming out of Made Safe this week.
John Cool says he is the composite man, so he's going to be making some moves. We got a Steam chart in front of us. Roll me back for a second. I don't have much to say about Steam here. I mean, it's holding in here, so I guess I would think that one works higher. And then I tell you, Decred at 109 is just unbelievable. That's a 15-minute chart. Decred just seems to have it figured out at the moment. So, and some of these coins will look really strong and then they show some weakness. So I don't know whether you try to figure out a place to nibble on Decred on some type of pullback. But
a fake Benjamin Smith. You're famous, Benjamin.
Fake Benjamin Smith.
Look, Benjamin Smith, butt queen. I can't give that. I can't give the fake Benjamin a wrench. It's already bad enough that you got a wrench, Ben.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think if Decred, if any type of sell-off in Bitcoin, these coins from here, I guess Decred would just need to be purchased. I mean, that's up 150% here recently, but that thing is strong. And Bitcoin, 79.70 to 8,000, back and forth. That's it. So it looks like I'm going to have a night of not a lot of sleep and looking at charts.
There we go. I had a couple more other. I think I'm going to save Babb backs for tomorrow to give a little overview. We're already getting to 7:05. But what I thought was interesting is I did put this up here. It ends in 52 minutes. Who is the rightful owner of the number 10 spot on coin market cap? Currently, IOTA is sitting at number 10, but it only has 12% of the vote. Neo is sitting at number 11, I believe, has 45% of the vote. Dash at 16%, and Monero, which is actually all the way down at like rank 13, 27% of the vote. The reason I wanted to use this, and maybe some people are like, why? What kind of question is that? I think that kind of shows what value or what market cap people think some of these projects should be. And I think Neo, like we've been saying, I think is a strong protocol token for 2018. It's kind of had its ups and downs, but you do get the dividend with gas. And I still have a big outlook for Neo here in the short-term future. So if you want to get over here, 50 minutes to vote what you think, and let's take a look at it. Shout out to Clifford Chapman. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. I guess I'll go towards our pizza fund tonight.
That's the tree, man.
As we'll be staring at the charts.
He's always got the positive notes and the positive emails, so he'll just say, keep your head up and keep it moving.
Joseph says, don't like Neo. Hey, to each their own.
The stoner's going to be up late night. Imagine that. I believe him. We'll see if I can get live tonight.
Do it. Do it, Todd Father.
Right.
The last thing I kind of want to show that I thought was interesting, I don't know if this is big enough to see, but the cost to mine 1 Bitcoin based on the average electricity rate per country. Now, you also got to keep in mind, this isn't counting the overhead for having the land, the warehouse, the equipment, etc. I thought it was interesting to see. And why do I think it's interesting? I think it's really hard for the price of Bitcoin to fall below the average cost globally. I mean, the miners have to be incentivized, and I think it's a good kind of tipping point here. So in the United States, it is about $4,758. If you guys want to shout out what country you're from real quick, maybe we can see how much it costs to mine a Bitcoin there. That'd be pretty interesting. I think the cheapest one on here is actually Venezuela, which is $531. Now, you might ask, how is that possible? They have hyperinflation going on, where their electricity in their country is actually government subsidized, which is pretty cool. But the kicker is they track the amount of electricity each house uses. Therefore, if you're actually mining Bitcoin and you're not giving some back to the government, they just come kick in your door and arrest you. So there was a big kind of like, I think it was a Vice article about how people are mining with GPUs, mining cryptocurrency there, and what they do is they pay off their neighbors to spread their miners out. That way the government can't catch on to their electricity costs, and that way they can actually earn more money by mining cryptos than by working their everyday job, which is kind of sad.
Sorry to hear, Anonymous. Don't like to hear bad news like that, but you got to turn that negative into a positive. So anytime I've had something like that happen, it ends up being good news. So
sorry about that.
Pick up and do your thing.
Hopefully we can help you out, help you make some money, and get on Indeed.com, start passing around that application. What do we got here? Romania, we see here. Everybody is from the United States right now. Let's look up Romania. Romania, $5,698 to mine a Bitcoin. What's the most expensive one on here that's actually like a normal?
Anonymous says, yay, I can trade all day now. There you have it.
There. You might make more money. Get the trading going now and stack those bags, hit the bull run, and you'll be looking back at your boss saying, who cares? It looks like the most expensive one on here is South Korea. It costs $26,000 to mine one Bitcoin. Man, no wonder those guys pay a premium for some cryptos over there.
That's wild.
What's going on, guys? You got any more charts, any more questions? We just going to BS a little bit. Vapid, you haven't sent me your Twitter handle yet for your pizza. That's pretty sad. I guess you're not.
You only got one more minute, and then I'm taking it.
Yeah, then we're going to order the pizza.
But I'll shout you out and put it on Twitter. He's over in the middle of nowhere, though. There probably isn't a pizza place by him. I mean, he is... where is he at now? He just moved again.
Mainframe says, not sure why any company outside of China will build on that platform or inside company for that matter. Which platform or company are you talking about, Mainframe?
Made BTC. Somebody mentioned that earlier, that is helping out their portfolio. And what was it, Crawley just asked for it, I believe. Somebody did there, I saw. So there's the 6 hours. So yeah, it's had a good day and a half, couple of days here for real. So not big volume coming in, but nice price action. So
David Muhammad said, I thought you were doing the Babb review. I guess since it's 7:10, we'll take a look at Babb and see what you guys think about it. Let's see what we got over here.
Niagara Tony.
Niagara Tony in the house.
Sure, hope you get that envelope because I'm not mailing it again. that thing's got like 4 stickers on it, and
yeah, you better get it this time. They already sent it back to us once. So what is Babb? Babb stands for a bank account-based blockchain. They are hoping to bring together the benefits of blockchain technology with traditional banking. It sounds like somebody over here is already going to say they have some competition. I know you know who it is, Anthony. The new bank will be UK-based and will allow users to use both fiat and cryptocurrency. With so many people still without a bank account, they hope to target these as well as current users of traditional bank accounts. They have several products that they are building right now. Smartphone app, UK-based bank account, peer-to-peer financial services, and a payment card. All of these will utilize the BAX token. The new bank will use the blockchain and smart contracts to make a platform that is a decentralized P2P network. They plan to use biometrics to make it possible for people without ID documents to open a bank account. This will be done by using face scans and geolocation technology. Interesting approach. I think it can work, but people that don't even have IDs, they're going to have, I guess everybody has a smartphone nowadays. We'll see if they can make that work out. They plan on having a social KYC system where fully verified members of the community are able to recommend people for an account. I hope they go a little more in depth with that because that can get sticky. I mean, we all know that somebody right now just made a fake YouTube account. All it would take is me to get verified, and then I can get as many scam accounts verified by being by recommending them using the social system, and then you might have money laundering, fraud, etc. Now, I'm sure they kind of already thought about that, but that was kind of my first thought. They also plan to target employers and hope to have them signed up for their payroll system. The Bax token will run on the Ethereum blockchain and will be used as payment for licensing fees and service fees on the platform, creating two value propositions. The team behind the project have already filed 5 different patents in the UK and are already regulated by the FCA as an authorized payment institution. Now that is pretty positive. Obviously, they just filed for the patents, so they haven't gotten them yet. But the fact that they're already moving along this fast is pretty bullish. And being regulated by the FCA is pretty nice as well, pretty impressive. The team looks solid with experience with more traditional banks and payment providers, but let's see if they can apply all of that expertise to the blockchain industry. They do have some competition in the traditional markets. CoinFloor and CEX are based out of UK, and CoinRoom and Kraken, based out of the United States, can also exchange British pounds to crypto. Although those exchanges don't really fill the gap as being a bank, we have seen how some exchanges like Coinbase is trying to be a bank as well, and these ones might hop on that bandwagon as well to compete with Bax. Also, if you look at the UK marketplace and how much they trade cryptos, it's really, I think it's ranked number 10. So, I mean, it's not really that large of a market, and if they get constrained to that country, I think Bax is going to have some problems. Now, I think they do have a good chance to spread across Europe, which would be nice because that would be a lot more markets, but I think they're still going to have a hard time getting into the United States, especially if Coinbase moves in this direction, or into any of the Asian countries. And that kind of leads to my side point. Lastly, on the crypto side, they are trying to bank the unbanked. This sounds like somebody that Anthony is very familiar with. Competition on the crypto side would be Omise Go OMG, in my opinion. Obviously, they have a big head start, and they're doing some different things, some different quirks with their innovation. But I think they're going to have some problems to come overtake here. Now, it is still a small cap. They have a great vision. But as of now, until I see some actual, instead of patents pending, some actual patents happening, if somebody in here is from the UK, if you can tell me how you use fiat, or if this is something that would interest you, because obviously you know more about the culture there than I do. But all I know as of now is it's not that big of a market, and I think they might have some issues expanding beyond that country. If you guys have an opinion on Babb and think I'm completely wrong, go ahead and leave it in the comments section. Obviously, these were just some quick overviews and reviews. I didn't dig in too deep. These are based off somebody giving us $5 in Super Chat. So shout out to you, Chris K9, and hopefully that gives you a better overview and a better insight to some of the products you may already be invested in or may be looking to buy here in the short-term future.
Cool. I'm looking at some charts here, but I don't know much else. Zen, Decred, Stratus. What else? Coins that are holding up, I think you still probably want to look at. Chris K9. Get
Chris
some green
K9.
candles tonight.
You don't got to give another super chat. You already gave us a super chat for Forest TV. Look at those. Shout out to you. He said, thanks, guys. Get some green candles tonight. Hey, we're trying to, get some portfolio diversification across portfolios, maybe implementing some USD Tether if there's any available on any accounts. Just trying to keep an eye on these markets. We're still calling for a rally out of these lows. It's just been sideways for so long here. The volatility index is at an all-time high. I mean, several year low, not a high. Several year low, there has not been much volatility at all. Usually as a volatility squeeze occurs, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. At some point, it just breaks out. Obviously, you don't know which way it's going to break out. We think the bullish sentiment is going to push them higher.
Somebody asked about VERI. I got that one up. But that chart is nothing to brag about. New lows for the complete move from January. So not impressive there at all.
Somebody wants you to look at QSP when you get a chance as well.
I'm going to do RDD Bitcoin. Now that one still looks good. I like the way that looks. RDD Bitcoin. QSP. QSP USD. $10 to $25. That one still looks good. So I would buy that one here as well.
QSP is on the video I posted this weekend, so guys, make sure to check out the videos we posted this weekend and over the past few days. We do offer a lot more than just these live shows. We have pre-recorded technical analysis videos, reviews, interviews, and crypto tips and tricks. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button as we continue to expand this new, thriving community. Like Ryzen says, some of the best projects come from the chat box. That is true. Some of my favorite projects and interviews have been ones from people in our community reaching out to the lead developers, getting us an interview. I asked some questions, and a lot of people start to fall in love with those projects, and they have been doing very well here in the marketplace since we've started to talk about them.
I'd say QSP looks good. So, from the wealth unit.
We got anything else for today, or am I about to go eat some pizza and watch the Rockets hopefully beat the Warriors?
I'm going to take Vapid's coupon.
Yeah, I know, right? Shout out No Name. Yo, how's it going, guys? I guess you just got in here. Make sure to watch the replay and check out some of our other videos, man.
Nice to see. We got we're like 140, so we've had more views on this show than any of them, I think. So I think that shows we got a good community here, and people trying to find the right coins down as we move up from here. There's Music BTC, Ryzen. I know you've talked about that one before, but some pumps and then dwindles away, so not looking too good there still.
Max Expo says, did I win, ... No, it was actually Vapid Abyss. He won the e-gift card for Papa John's here on Bitcoin Pizza Day. But he hasn't claimed it yet, so if he doesn't claim it after a couple days or he doesn't have any Papa John's in his area, we're going to re-give it away, or maybe me and Todd will just have a nice pepperoni pizza.
The Stacking Stoner says, when everyone, I think, goes to bed tonight, let's pray for a moonshot.
Right? That's funny.
They're changing from proof of work to proof of sharing on the music. NULS BTC, let's do NULS BTC, and that's a nice one. That's a 2-hour. I would say that one's impressive. So I'd buy that and trail some stops probably.
John Cool says, any updates on Linda? I got to kind of watch what I say here, but there are updates. The wallet that we're talking about in the interview, they're going to be announcing a soft release date for that in the near coming days. Now, from the interview, if you guys listen closely, they have some partnerships with some already coins that are also going to be on that wallet. This wallet is going to be a general user interface wallet that is going to be able to house several coins. Right now, they said at least 6 to 8 other coins besides Linda can all be on the wallet at the same time, automatically hooked up to a VPS for, I believe, $8 a day, and staking all of those coins at the exact same time. That is pretty impressive for passive income, and this is all coming on the forefront with Linda X and this project. Obviously, Linda is still very low. It is a high-risk coin, but it does have a high staking reward, does have master nodes, and I think if Linda X works out and they get a couple partnerships and projects built on top of it, that it will have some massive gains. Do not put more into this project than you are willing to lose. All of these low-cap coins, high risk, but high reward opportunity. You have to diversify into them. You cannot go all in unless you know something that even I don't know. Okay? So keep an eye on Linda's Twitter. I believe that they were having a dev meeting. They were talking about it in the Discord today to kind of discuss how far along the web application is and when the actual announcement for the date will be. Anthony Meseros, Niagara Anthony says, Nick, XSN allows staking from cold storage. This is a project that we were talking about over on Twitter. It has caught my interest. I'm starting to look into it. Essentially, this coin can stake from a cold storage wallet. That means you don't have to have it up on your computer 24/7, which is obviously pretty nice. Besides that, I have not looked a ton into it. Anthony, if you want to pop out a few more facts on that into the chat box before we call it a day, that would be cool. Guys, I would look into XSN. That is a high-risk play, but it's interesting. I'm starting to look into it. I don't own any at this time.
What up, Clint?
What else we got? You got anything, Todd?
I don't have much else to say. No. Bitcoin has not moved over $20 since we started the show, so. We didn't run the disclaimer, but I guess we'll just run one that this is all for entertainment purposes. Do your own research.
We're just trying to have fun. Although today was we were trying to be cheery, but I mean, man, I got my red shirt on. I should have known that everything was going to go down double digits.
Right.
G Money says, Hitman, we're both on the same teams. Basketball, go Cavs, go Rockets. That's right. I'm sick of the Warriors winning, and LeBron has been my favorite player since day one, so I root for the Cavs. Obviously, every time the Cavaliers win a game, I like to give away the money, give away some coins, give away some gift cards, or whatever it may be.
One thing I would say, too, to like PCG clients or anyone listening, I mean, when I say we're going to hold 70% long at all times, that doesn't mean like the same 7 coins for the next 20 years. That means 70% of the portfolio is always going to be invested in the coins we like. So those coins will change. So, you know, if we have, let's just say 10 coins, I mean, 7 of them we're always going to stay invested in, but we will be changing those 7 coins as we see fit. Right now, I'm still staying with large caps for the majority of portfolios because that's still, as Nick said earlier in the show, is that's where the big money's still coming first. So, and I think that's the low risk. I mean, for clients I got good relationships with, you know, I've been moving a little bit into, let's say, the Zen and maybe a little Strat, ADA, ZRX, things like that. But, you know, even for a new client, I'm probably going to stay more in the large caps because I think I won't have to apologize for those as much as I would on some of the small caps. But still, the 70% we're staying long, I mean, that portfolio will change as time goes on.
John Cool said ECA on the dip. I've been calling for ECA. I mean, I own some ECA. I tweeted out that I am staking some ECA. What's actually pretty cool about their new staking wallet is it has like an automatic ticker on it. So you can sit there and watch it in live time accumulating coins like to the decimal point, which is pretty interesting. That was a really smart feature add by the devs over there. I've been calling for a while that ECA, when it was, you know, quadrupled, it was up to 40. We did the interview at 10 Satoshis. It went up to 40 Satoshis. I said it is going to pull back. As it went down to around 30, still pulling back. Do you have an ECA chart over there? What do you think?
Yeah,
do you think there's any time to buy for that?
No, it looked like support was back at that 20. I mean, that was where we had a previous triangle.
Yeah, but
we did come back to that at 20. Now we're at 25 Satoshis. So
I definitely can see it falling back to the 20 to 22 range, guys. Now,
right.
This is a small cap project, but the reason that I liked it is obviously I had several red flags after I did the review. You guys can watch the review. It's out there. I had several red flags. I then interviewed them. They addressed their red flags. You can generate whatever opinion you want off those. I still think the biggest red flag is the initial distribution of the coin. I think that there is way too many big bag holders. Some of those are probably starting to sell off as we did see that massive pump. So hopefully that gets distributed. They also talked about some of their visions and ways they're going to try to create it more decentralized again. But the reason I even bought any is because if you go on their Discord for one day, you will see how large and strong this community is. Also, it is built on volunteers, kind of like Kanan in here from Vercoin. It's all volunteer based. And when people are working as volunteers, their motive is because they believe in the project that they're working on, and they're continuing to do everything they can to make it become a reality. You know, so I mean, I think it's interesting just because the community is so strong, and you do have staking rewards. Right now, it's 50% ROI on the staking. After the hard fork, it is reducing to 10% as master nodes will be on the network. But you have the ability to get passive income for a small cap. And if we hit the next bull run, right now the tide raises all boats. And the only thing that regulation is investigating is straight up scams. And I do not believe ECA is a scam just by the mere fact of how transparent they are. And all these devs are in Discord on the daily. You can go chat with one of the lead devs right now probably. They're in South Africa, so there is kind of a time difference depending on where you're from. But that's why I bought a little bit of it. Connor McNugget says Verge is doomed. I mean, they said it was a DDoS attack on the pools. They haven't said anything else, so I don't know. Now, what I'm about to say, I'm not trying to FUD. I'm just saying what my initial thought was is somebody is using a 51% attack on their network. They said themselves that blocks are not coming out. That means somebody has a 51% attack, is doing something fishy, and is controlling their blockchain right now. They don't possess control of it over it. And it's been like 20 hours since Verge Verge Currency, their official Twitter handle, has even said anything. That doesn't look good to me. I don't own any Verge. I'm not buying Verge right now, so that's just my opinion. Do not go spreading that around, guys. I'm not trying to start any kind of debate.
Shout out to the new subscriber.
All right, I think that is about all we got, guys. Thanks for all the questions. If you guys do have some fiat, don't be afraid to spend it on the dips. Use dollar cost average if you think there's a chance that we're going to go lower. Happy trading. Stay safe. We still have a long-term projection on all these cryptocurrencies, so don't get in a fret, guys. Everything is still as planned. Todd's charts, the markings on the charts are still as planned. We're still here to stay. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the intraday technical analysis video. And Todd said if anything gets super crazy tonight, he's going to try to pop on live. So if you guys are awake or in a different part of the world, make sure to tune in and see what he is seeing on the charts, or maybe some article, some FUD article is going to pop up to explain why things have started to be selling off.
Hopefully I won't be sleepwalking.
Good night, guys. Watch the basketball game. Go buy some pizza to celebrate the Bitcoin Pizza Day. We have some more giveaways, and obviously we have some more shows for you on the horizon. And we'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time live, hopefully seeing some green candles.
Peace out.
Bye, Bitcoin.
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.